Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Myself Dr. Mega from Homeopathic Clinic. Today in this video we will be talking about insomnia because we should understand first what type of insomnia the patient is suffering with, because there is different types of sleeplessness. That is, deep sleep means the person is not getting deep sleep, the person is not getting superficial, is only able to sleep superficially because he can notice that there is something going around him and he is sleeping, and his sleep is not fulfilled. When he wakes up in the morning, he is still drowsy. The sleep is not full for him, or it's not satisfied for him. Or when he wakes up in the morning, he feels like, I'm too tired, I still want to sleep. The sleep has not completed yet. This kind of symptoms the patient sees. Sleeplessness nowadays is being seen in almost all age group, because previously we used to see the sleeplessness after 35 years or 40 years or in the old age people. But nowadays, even in the children's who are school going children's also, we find them, parents bringing them because they are having insomnia. Why nowadays it is becoming so much of trending? Means because of emotional disturbance. Nowadays everyone is so sensitive, they all want the emotional support, because the father is working, the mother is working, there is no grandparents taking care of them. They come home, no one is there in the home, there is no interactions in the home, and when they cry there is no one to console. And this all kind of emotional backgrounds which is playing in the child's mentality, and they feel they are so lonely, and that develops to the insomnia. Another thing is increased screen time, because nowadays there is no people around them. Because of that, they watch the cartoons or mobile tvs like that. Because of that also, the sleeplessness or insomnia is being developing in the children, school going children, college going youths, and everyone. So here comes the homeopathic medicine in the treatment of insomnia. I had been practicing the homeopathy from 5 years, and I had treated number of insomnia patients, because the patient who comes with sleeplessness are very rare. Because the patient come with, doctor, I have a gastric symptom, then after case taking I comes to know that it is because of sleeplessness, or the patient the patient is having chronic insomnia, but he thought that there is no need of medication for that, and he has left like that because of chronic sleeplessness. He has not slept for years. The gastric symptom has been happened, or migraine, or headache, or thyroid problems, or PCOD problems, or impotency, erectile dysfunction problem, or any kidney stone problem, or anything it may be, any liver function test, anything. The patient comes like that. So if you're having this kind of symptoms, of course it's mandatory to go and get and check up, because not sleeping well is not good. You should sleep well. When you wake up in the morning, you should be having a refreshed sleep, then only you can work all day. If not, all day you will be drowsy. Because of that, you will not eat properly, you will not do any physical activity properly. Because of that, you go into another state of disease. First remedy which I am presenting you guys today is the coffea cruda. Why coffea cruda? Because it has shown so much of good results for me. Insomnia after happy news. This is peculiar, right? Means sleeplessness after hearing the happiest news. If you hear the happy news, of course you will be feeling sleepy, but in coffea cruda, the patient is unable to sleep. And this is one of the peculiar thing of the coffea cruda. Cannot sleep in the early hours of night. Insomnia during the pregnancy and after the childbirth. Also, you can give the coffea cruda. And where I live, when the lady has been delivered, when she is in a postpartum, of course they give her half liter of coffee. It is because of that also. Noxomica. Moving on to Noxomica. Why Noxomica? Sleeplessness is due to overexcitement, exhaustion, and stress. He is very irritable, falls asleep but wakes up at 3 to 4 a.m. Remains awake for a few hours and again falls asleep till the time he usually gets up. He is very means very rude to others. Sleeplessness due to the alcohol or any kind of bad habits he is having, or he is drinking too much of coffee. Next one is nitramure. Why nitramure? Nitramure is because of depression, because the patient is so depressed, they are having this unfinished sleeplessness due to the grief of the past and unpleasant events of the past. Because of that they are having so much of hormonal imbalance. Because of that they suffer with this sleeplessness. Next one is caliphos. A great remedy for sleeplessness. The patient is very weak and nervous. Whenever this patient is going to the work, they feel sleepy. The patient is very weak and nervous. Sleeplessness due to the business worries and due to the mental disturbances, because the patient has this fear: what if I am not doing well? What if they remove me from the job? What if I am not being productive for the people? What if this happened, that happened? Because of this heavy thinking or heavy thoughts on his mind, the patient is unable to sleep, and because of that he is suffering. And during that time, if the patient present, because I have so much of worries when I go to the bed, and this whole things comes, means office things comes into my mind, and because of that I am unable to sleep, then you can give caliphos, it will be cured. Next one is lycopodium. This I give for the mostly people who are means the people who are really kind of awakes at 4 a.m. because the patient present this symptom for you. I wake up in a very early morning, I go to sleep, I fall asleep, but at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the early morning I get up, then I cannot go to sleep, and due to an overactive mind, means all the worries come at that time for them, means they will be peacefully sleeping, but at some point of time, they means at not at some point in time, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30 only, because one patient was specific for me about this symptom, and I gave him only one dose of 200 lycopodium, it was cured. That time you can give. Next one is pulsatilla. Pulsatilla is because they have also depressed, and they need attention from others, because they think that if they are awake all night, someone will give them the attention. Falls asleep but cannot sleep. Bed feels hot and moves about in all circle in the bed to find an coolest spot, because they feel the heat of the bed. Even the tickling of the clock disturbs them. See, there will be disturbance, everyone can go back to sleep. Even in the market some people sleep, so for them even the tickling of the clock is disturbed. Sleeplessness on account of eating very late at night. Next one is opium. Sleeplessness and restlessness during the time of sleeping, but is sound asleep when it is a time to get up. Feels chilly when uncovered and hot when covered. This is one of the peculiar symptoms of the opium. Sleeplessness with the restlessness. These people will be very much restless. Every time they will be doing the work hurry burry, and the patient will be always saying, I does not know why I cannot keep my mind in one spot. I feel so much of irritable, nervous, anxious whenever the things happen to me. And next one is Placifora. Sorry, I did not means I forgot to mention that. Sleeplessness due to insanity and worries. Placifora, I had given it in the mother tincture form for some people. It has also given me a good result. Sleeplessness due to insanity and worries. Always give 10 to 15 drops in of a glass of water, morning and night, if the sleeplessness is very intense or deep. If the patient is having superficial kind of sleeplessness, then you can go for night time. After the food, you can give 10 drops in a glass of water. The patient will be all right. Next one is colchicum. Why colchicum? It is because of so much of tiredness. The patient is unable to sleep. The loss of sleep because of so much of work due to hard study or night watching, something like this, means the patient has exhausted himself or herself. This is the feeling of internal coldness. The patient will be always having this internal coldness around in them, and they always feel like I should sleep, but when they go to sleep they are not unable to sleep. Because of that only, the whole night they will be watching the movie, means they think that okay, I'll sleep now, but they are not getting sleep. So they think that okay, after half an hour I'll watch the movie, after that I'll be able to sleep. But no, they will watch the movie till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, but they are unable to sleep. Next one is belladonna. Sleeplessness after the midnight from anxiety and restlessness. Gets up and walks, insomnia during pregnancy. That time also you can give, but the belladonna sleeplessness is always sudden and it is acute, means this is not for the chronic people, only for the acute sleeplessness you can give. Means pregnancy is acute, right? Means it is only for the 9 months duration. If the lady is presenting like, no, previously I was fine, but after getting pregnant I am having this insomnia, then you can just give 1 dose of belladonna, she will be fine. That's all. Next one is aconite pills. It is given in the case where the patient is very much fearful at the night and they have so much of fear. If they are having fever and the cold, they are afraid to sleep because they think that they cannot get up in the morning. Like that kind of fear will be there for them. So you can give the aconite if the person is very fearful. Because of the fear they are unable to sleep and they are having sleeplessness due to this, or after the fever they get this sleeplessness, then also you can give aconite nebulous. The patient will be very restless because of unable to sleep. He is not having deep sleep, or he did not get a deep sleep. Because of that he will be very much disturbed. These are the homeopathic medicines which are really helpful in the treatment of sleeplessness, or you can also call it as insomnia. Just look for any associated diseases, then you can treat the disease. Thank you so much for watching, and please do like and subscribe, and don't forget to press on the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video you will be notified. Myself Dr. Megha from Homeopathic Clinic. I am a practitioner from 5 years and I really do my work to help people, and I hope that this video was very much helpful for you guys. If so, please do comment. If you want any other information